Welcome back, everyone. It's no secret that being a judge in an American courtroom comes with pressure and responsibility. But in the past year, state and federal judges say they've been bombarded by unprecedented threats to their safety, to their family's safety, and to the rule of law. Tonight, our Devin Dwyer is given the rare opportunity to hear directly from judges on what they've faced and the surprising way some in Minnesota are using music to cope in these divisive times.
For Justice Anne McKeag, deciding cases on the Minnesota Supreme Court these days is a far cry from the country music stardom of her childhood dreams.
It is an overwhelming responsibility.
Her walk to the bench, a reminder she stands alone as the first Indigenous woman justice anywhere in the country. It's high pressure to perform, she says, raised higher now by a surge of violent threats towards judges like her.
And I think people are extremely unhappy and they don't know where to take out their anger or how to take out their anger in a way that is not involving violence. Also, it's the public response to the decisions that we make. We're in the press more than some of our district court colleagues, but all of our families get impacted by this.
Nearly 3/4 of Minnesota judges have reported receiving threats. About as many say they fear for their safety because of the job they do. Nationwide, state and federal judges have been raising the alarm about vitriolic phone calls, swatting and doxing incidents involving their personal homes, and social media posts like this one.
And look at who we got here, Judge Johnson.
A 3-minute TikTok reel in the style of a video game showing a man violently attacking a likeness of Florida Judge Jennifer Johnson.
Let's bury the hatchet.
Parts of that video that you don't see, he named me. He talked about my divorce, my remarriage, my name change, my children, where I live, and where I work. And so it was a very scary time for me and my family.
Federal District Court Judge John McConnell of Rhode Island, who recently ordered the Trump administration to pay out SNAP food benefits in full, says he's had 6 credible death threats against his life.
I double dare you to try to put charges on Donald J. Trump. You okay? I wish somebody would assassinate your. Somebody needs to wipe his out. Stupid son of a.
I've been on the bench almost 15 years, and I must say it's the one time that actually shook my faith in the judicial system, in the rule of law, in the work they do.
Judge McConnell is also among the dozens of reported cases of unsolicited pizza deliveries to judges' homes as acts of intimidation.
They wanted to let us know that they knew where we lived.
More disturbing, Judge McConnell said, is that the delivery to his home was in the name of Daniel Anderl, the son of federal Judge Esther Salas of New Jersey, who was murdered by a disgruntled lawyer posing as a delivery man. That disgruntled lawyer had once argued before Judge Salas.
To hear that my beautiful son's name, everything that Danny stands for is love and light. And to hear people using it as a weapon. These threats are, threats that go to the core.
I tell my kids, you are to never acknowledge that I'm your mom, and that's a sad statement. But it's,
really?
Yes, I tell them that. Acknowledge. If somebody says, is your mother Anne McKeag, you say no.
Because?
Because I don't want them to get hurt.
The intensity of the threats against judges and their families have created taxing new dimensions to upholding rule of law in America. And that has prompted many, including Justice McKeag, to search for new ways to cope.
I thought, okay, we need to find out a way to have some fun because this is a pretty serious job.
Meet the Reasonable Doubts, an all-judge rock band that plays classics from Johnny Cash and contemporary hits from Elle King.
There are 10,000 bar bands that are more talented than we are musically. People are interested because of the day job, and that's okay too.
Their repertoire has a decidedly law and order vibe.
And do you perform in your robes?
No, thank goodness.
But you do wear black.
We do wear black.
All rise.
Justice McKeag recruited Justice Sarah Hennessy and 7 other judges from across the state. They meet twice a month in, what else, an old law library to blow off steam. Retired Judge Dale Harris spent 15 years hearing cases in Duluth.
The job is tough, and you have to have outlets for something to get you out of your own head every once in a while.
So
and
Ruth Bader Ginsburg went to the opera, Clarence Thomas goes camping, you guys go rocking.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Being a judge is not only stressful, but there's a lot of secondary trauma.
What do you mean by that?
We sit through trials where you have victims testify who have suffered through some really difficult criminal experiences, right? In your courtroom, you're going to take on some of that pain, and it wakes us up at night. You know, this is therapy for us. This is a way to use something creative to feel better, and I think we've all found that to be helpful.
This was a long dream of yours, to be a rock star.
Well, yeah, it was definitely a role. Yeah, I mean, it's the part that brings me the most joy.
McKeag and the Reasonable Doubts are spreading that joy in public, performing on stage at community gatherings, despite safety risks from greater exposure outside their courtrooms.
I think that it shows people a side of judges that they don't expect. So it's like, well, no, actually, we're people.
Before the band was part of our social media website, I think we had like 200 followers on Instagram, and now we've got almost 3,000.
We've got groupies now.
But what that means is we can now use that platform to talk about things that matter.
The band members hail from rural, suburban, and urban courts, Republican appointees and Democrat appointees, all finding common cause in music.
Is there a message there?
Yeah, that this is the way the country should behave. You can have disagreements, but it doesn't mean that we have to be at war with each other.
And we take care of each other. It doesn't matter where you're from, what your politics are, we take care of each other.
And they show each other, as Queen puts it,